and we take approximately $30 just times 1,000. That is $30,000 just for a 5-minute setup. There's a trend going on right now where people just like you are making as much as $600 per day on day one, starting with absolutely zero capital. This opportunity is 100% legitimate worldwide and a skill you can learn in the next 15 minutes and then get paid $15 to $20 for every 3 to 5 minutes of work. Check this out. This one user has gotten paid over $20,000 for completing this simple service for people. How do I know this? Well, he had over 1,000 reviews and charges $20 every time he completes the service for someone. So what is this service exactly? Well, if we jump over to Google Trends, you can see there are 2 topics that are getting tons of interest right now. So it's important to capitalize on them right now. These topics are DMARC and DKIM, but what the heck do they mean? In short, by February 2024, Gmail and Yahoo are introducing requirements affecting email deliverability. Essentially, email marketers are not going to be able to use an email address from a free service provider such as Yahoo and Gmail to send emails from. You'll essentially need your own paid domain and email address to be able to send mass emails from autoresponder services like GetResponse, Aweber, and many, many others. So instead of being able to send from, for example, bestpettoys@gmail.com, it needs to be support@bestpettoys.com. What you will be able to do to make money from this trend is to ensure people have their own domain and email address and also set up their DMARC and DKIM settings properly. So in this video, here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to set up DMARC and DKIM settings for clients. And I'm also going to show you the website you'll use to be able to get clients so you can get paid $15 to $20 for literally 3 to 5 minutes of work. And if you stay till the end of this video, I'll show you how to get even more clients by placing simple ads on these 2 websites. So now I'm going to show you how to set up DKIM and DMARC settings for your clients. The example that we're going to use here is GetResponse and GoDaddy. Just understand that your clients might be using different services, and you could just simply do a simple Google or YouTube search to figure out how to set up the DMARC and DKIM settings for those specific services. So in this case, when we log into GetResponse, it has a warning right here that essentially just shows us how to go ahead and set this all up. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that right now. So first off, we want to make sure that we configure DKIM properly. So what it wants us to do is it wants us to generate a DKIM key. So what we're going to do is go over to the dashboard, and then we're going to click on Tools, Email, and Domains, which it takes us straight over to the page right here. And we can see that we've got a domain connected already to our GetResponse account. All we need to do is click on Update DNS Record. And what we want to do is make sure that we go to Domain Authenticated with DKIM. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy and we're going to paste this over to GoDaddy. So we're going to go over to our GoDaddy domains. We're going to scroll down to the domain that we want to go ahead and edit the DNS on. And we're going to scroll down and click on Edit DNS. Now, when we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the name, the data, and the TTL right here. So we're just going to click on Add New Record. We're going to choose the option right here. We're going to select TXT, and then we're going to go back over here for reference. We're going to copy this. We're going to jump back over here. We're going to go ahead and paste it right here. And then we're going to also copy the value that we have over here. And again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to paste. And then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click on Save. Now you can see that I've actually already saved this record. So we're just going to scroll down here. I'm going to show you that we've in fact already completed this. And you can actually see that right. Let's see if we can find it right here. Okay, you can see that it's got that full entire key. I'm just going to go ahead and paste it in the browser so we can see the reference here too as well. But you can see that we pasted both of those values respectively here and here. Now that is part one. Now for part two, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and jump back over to the next step, which is setting up SPF. Okay, and the way that I got here, just so you guys know, is I simply just, if we go back to the home page right here, we click on DKIM right here, and it's going to show us how to configure the exact way that I showed you. And then also we want to make sure that we configure the other feature, which of course is the SPF. And you can see that that's down right here. So we're going to go ahead and click on that as well. And then what we're going to do is do the same thing for the SPF record. We're going to copy this to the record value, and we're going to also copy and paste the @ sign to the name host. So we're just going to jump back over here to our domain. And then what we're going to do is simply add a new record, choose the option, which was text once again, and then it's going to be @ and then the value is going to be this value that we have right here. We're going to copy this and then we're going to paste it straight over right here. And then as far as the TTL, that's going to be custom and it's going to be 3600. Okay. And I believe they state that correctly right here at the bottom, 3600. Once we do that, we go ahead and click on save. And then again, it's going to show that record, which I've already added right here as well. Once that is done, then the domain is set up and ready to go. And when we go back to the get response page right here, and we go back home, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that we're logged in here, which we should be already. And we've authenticated everything. So if we click on authenticate our domain now right here, we can see that DKIM is in fact authenticated and it is in fact confirmed. We are now set up and ready to go. So we can actually send out emails from this from address, and we are very highly unlikely to end up in the spam folder. You too can do this with clients that are dealing with GetResponse as well as GoDaddy, the way that I just showed you. Again, if you are dealing with clients that might be using Aweber or some other autoresponder service or some other domain service other than GoDaddy, it's very easy. Just do your research on YouTube or Google, just like I did. And then there's articles and resources that will show you how to set up DMARC and DKIM settings. So for example, if we went to Google or even DuckDuckGo and typed in how to set up DMARC and DKIM, and like for Aweber, for example, we should see, check it out. Here is a few videos and an article that shows us exactly how to do it with respect to Aweber, of course. So now that we've completed that, the question becomes, how the heck, Josh, do we go ahead and get clients? So the first thing that we want to do is post our gig on Fiverr. Now here's what's crazy. When I type in SPF DMARC, you can see, for example, this provider right here, 5-star reviews, over 1,000 reviews. So if we take 1,000, for example, let me just pull out the trusty calculator. I'll actually just do it on my phone right here. And we take approximately $30 just times 1,000. That is $30,000 just for a 5-minute setup. $30,000 that this person has made just for fixing SPF and DKIM inside of the DNS record, just the same way that I showed you. Here's another one that has 5-star reviews, completed over 1,000 of these gigs at $15. So again, time is of the essence. You want to make sure that you're posting your gig right now so you can start gaining exposure. Now, obviously there's going to be some competition of other people that are also providing the same service. So what we want to do to put this on steroids and give us an unfair advantage and take this a step further is we want to create a YouTube video where we can essentially show people how to set this up properly and then offer our gig as a done-for-you service if they don't want to have to do it themselves. So for example, what I just showed you in this video, you can show someone else. Now they might be using different services, which is fine, because guess what? If they're not using GetResponse and GoDaddy, you can go ahead and provide your own done-for-you service for whatever services they use, and you can charge them between that $15 and $30 mark. So just simply doing a YouTube video where you can just put your gig in the description of that YouTube video tutorial. And that's one great way that you can really start expanding and getting more customers. Another way is to simply just go to facebook.com. And what we want to do is we want to provide this service to people that are in the online business space. Any company that uses an autoresponder service, which is pretty much any company that provides physical goods or digital goods, products or services, we can actually serve. So all you would need to do is you can go to the search here and type in small business, okay, and then go to groups. And you can join all of these groups. So look, small business, this one gets 10 posts per day. We want to join the groups that have the most members and the most posts per day. Once we join these groups, we can just create a simple post talking about the problems right now with email marketing, especially with Yahoo and Gmail, and what people need to do to make the proper changes so their emails end up in their customers' inbox instead of their spam folder. And then you could just simply ask people if they'd like to learn more to ensure they get high deliverability, to ensure they don't end up in spam. And then as people comment below that post, then you can send them out a link to your YouTube video or to your gig that offers that done for you service. Very, very easy and straightforward. And you can join numerous small business groups, entrepreneur groups, make money online groups, marketing groups. And the way that you can just simply do that again is just by typing that in right here on Facebook. And then once again, going over to groups and then joining the right groups and then just doing this consistently. Once you start gaining momentum, you get some reviews, you'll start ranking higher within Fiverr's search engine. So when somebody types in DMARC or they type in SPF or DKIM, you will show up at the top of Fiverr. So it's literally that easy. You could start doing this today without any money out of pocket. This works worldwide. Now, if you want a step-by-step game plan, a paint by numbers game plan on how to go from $0 to $10,000 per month consistently, I've got some resources below in the description to where you can learn more. So go ahead, check those out. Hopefully you got value. If you did, subscribe, tick the bell icon so you can receive more videos like this that teach you cutting edge strategies and ways to make money online. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.